I'm a press.
Cause Eagle Nick Audits.
This is Chris. I'm stuck in the elevator.
There's been a crime afoot.
Such a scared little
If
boy.
you touch me,
Gangbangers will say it's La Raza.
You're refusing to wear a mask?
Yes. Ma'am, what's your job duty? Man, this lady just locked us inside of a vault. Golly.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Front of the Roundup with Sheriff Wyatt A. Moron. Help my channel continue to shrink by watching my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. Turn on that notification bell and turn on all the notifications. Take that there like button, like it, dislike it. Next time you beat it into work, take a zip tie and attach it to the lever on his chair that controls the height. That way, whenever it sits down, it slides all the way down. Whenever he gets back up, it's going to pop all the way right back up. Today, we're taking a look at this little lady, goes by the name Carolina Rodriguez. Channel name is Carolina in Fort Worth. She's out today in Alvord, Texas, with something called a BZ watchdog. And you can tell already that these two don't know what they're talking about, because they are doing a First Amendment audit at a bank. And at the end, they argue back and forth with an officer trying to explain to him the law, which, of course, they don't know. And sandwiched in between that is a whole lot of questions being asked by Carolina. She really don't know much. So what do you say? Let's round us up a frauditor. Oh, you really got to love that logo. The Statue of Liberty, staple of the Fort Worth skyline.
I'm with BZ Watchdog, and we're doing a bank audit, and this manager came out of the bank within 5 minutes.
And I'm going to jump in here in about 5 seconds. See, already in your opening statement, you show that you don't know what you're talking about. A bank is a private corporation. It cannot violate your First Amendment rights, even if it tried. So what's the point of this audit? The First Amendment protects you against the government.
And the cops arrived shortly after that. We met the cop, and he seemed pretty articulate. He seemed pretty nice. But then he went inside the bank, and when he came out, he had turned from Dr. Jekyll into Mr. Hyde, and you're not going to believe what happened. Oh, that's her? Oh, okay. All right. You're Margaret, huh? You're Miss Margaret?
I am.
I told her we're working on a story. That's all I can tell her.
Yeah.
We helped you with.
I'm not at liberty. I don't know about you, boss, but I can't tell her.
Do you think the bank's ready for a change?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
What's going on?
Can't tell you right now. How's the security system here?
What is it?
Do you have a good security system here?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
How much is it?
Last time one of the employees embezzled from your location.
I don't have any idea.
Are you the manager?
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't know when somebody embezzled from you? See, that's the problem.
Wait. The whole point of embezzling is not to get caught. So if the culprit is good, clever, and lucky, they won't get caught, at least for a while. But catching the embezzler really more is the responsibility of IT or security, not the manager.
You don't know. A lot of things.
Not during my banking time.
And how long have you been the manager here?
I've been the manager here 17 years.
Yeah, it's
I don't
time.
know why her name came up. She doesn't know.
I know.
That's really weird. Well, boss, you want to talk to her? I'm going to give it to her.
Is your resume updated?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
How come you say that?
Just asking if your resume's updated. You might need it.
Oh, come on now. This little lady has risen to the ranks of branch manager in a bank. No small task. I doubt she really cares what a failed teacher and druggie thinks of her career trajectory.
Oh, he's got his lights on. That's weird.
How's it going?
Good.
Y'all just out here filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what y'all? Is that all y'all are doing? Okay. The reason I'm asking is because obviously they called us saying that y'all were filming them and their employees and the cars and things like that.
Yep, I am.
Okay.
Is that against the law?
Well, I'm just asking what y'all are doing. I don't know all what's taking place so far, so I don't know.
So they said we were filming the bank and their employees and cars.
That's information I've got so far. I haven't talked to the nice ladies in there yet.
They're exactly right.
Is that just all y'all are doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's all we've been doing. I haven't stepped foot on the property, and they both them ladies right there approached me on the other side as I was on the easement, but I've never stepped foot on the property. I've only been here about 22 minutes, and I think in about 3 minutes they came out and asked me. I kind of told her a little bit of what I was doing, but she started getting a little evasive.
Okay.
And then she got on her phone, so I was just guessing she was probably calling you. It happens every time I go out recording.
Yeah, I mean, you have the First Amendment. You have every right to film, record in a public place.
Is that the
right?
law that protects us, the First Amendment?
I think that's what that is.
Yeah, it's the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Right, freedom of speech, freedom of press, right?
Yeah.
What are the
That's
other three?
Oh, there's 3 more?
I think there's 3 more. Someone told
It's
me
like
there's
freedom
5.
of press, freedom of religion, and
Press.
freedom of speech, press, and religion. I believe that's all the first.
I think there's an acronym. I'm trying to remember.
No, there's one where you
I think it's religion.
it's a groups of people, like a parade.
Assemble.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, freedom to assembly, protest, things like that, right? That's all.
Press, petition, and speech, I believe.
Yeah, you haven't been in high
I think
school.
I know those.
It's a long time since you went to high school, and you remember those.
I got that in junior high.
I can tell you the names of the 5 members of the Simpson family, but not that.
Okay.
So yeah, we're doing it. We were hired out here to come out here and do this.
Bottom
All
line,
right, all right.
bottom line, since you seem like you're going to uphold my rights, and I appreciate you being cordial and professional.
No, of course.
I did tell her we were working on a story, and I told the one lady I couldn't talk to her unless the only person I could talk to is Margaret, and she goes, "That's her."
Okay.
Margaret said, "What are you working on?" I said, "I'm working on a news story." She asked me I said, "I can't really disclose until it's published."
Okay.
It's not really a news story. It's more of an investigation. It's an investigation.
I seriously do not get how these frauditors try to pass off what they're doing as journalism. What kind of story are you going to break? What kind of corruption are you going to uncover by shuffling up and down in the parking lot, pointing your camera at windows and license plates?
Yeah.
We
There's
asked
some-
her a few questions.
There's a few,
regarding
nefarious things that are going on.
Anything we should know about in law
I'm not
enforcement
sure
to be worried
yet.
about?
We have to
I
find
don't
out
know for sure, and I don't want to make accusations on speculation.
until we have evidence.
Especially to a law enforcement, I'd rather try to find out first. So right now, we're just in the.
I mean, that's what I'm here for
Yeah,
too. I'm here
yeah.
to do.
Well, I think the crimes that I'm hearing about would be considered federal.
Yeah.
Not state or county.
They're federal.
You know, states also have their own laws and regulations when it comes to banking, so, never mind.
It has to do with banking issues.
So, like regulations.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's
kind
a
of
little
stuff.
higher up to
Yeah.
For y'all to stand. This is a very busy road, and
Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done.
I'm in
Okay.
the safest
Really?
spot.
I just don't want y'all to get hit.
I'm in the
I'm gonna tell you right
safest
now,
spot I can be,
this
'cause I'm in
intersection
front of
right
your
here is a
car.
busy intersection.
Yeah.
I hate for y'all to get hit.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
know,
biggest thing.
that's
You
a
got a car
problem.
there. I'm in the safest spot.
Have you,
Right now, but
yeah,
when
right
I
now.
leave, you said you've been here 22 minutes. I don't
You
know.
know,
Actually, we were fixing to leave when you rolled out.
have you ever seen anybody get hit by a car? Why do their shoes always come off? That's a
They
violent
should've tied their
death.
laces tighter.
It's a violent death.
They should have tied their laces tighter.
It's a different issue, but
It's a violent death. Yeah, I can understand that.
No, actually, I wasn't sure if she had actually called you guys or if she called
I don't know who exactly
Well,
corporate.
called,
Oh, I
or
know
something.
she was on
She-
the- she was on
she's
the
either-
phone, but I didn't know if she called you or if she was maybe calling
I thought she
the
did.
security of her bank, because I noticed she came over here and started taking picture of place. They were taking pictures of us, which is fine. I don't care. I'm in public.
I think she might be. I didn't think she was going to call
But there's
police.
something, the fact that she was calling and then she's over here taking pictures. I think there's something going on.
Yeah,
here.
I think-
it's confirming what I was told.
I was really sure that they were not going to call you because they didn't want to be flagged.
But I literally was on my way out of here when I saw you at the end of the road, thinking maybe they didn't call, maybe they were calling headquarters or something. And
Oh, are you county laws?
I'm counting.
Okay.
Yeah. Wise County.
So I'm just
Wise guy, huh?
You ain't the first one to hear, you ain't gonna be the last one.
Yeah,
so.
probably.
what's going on today?
Well, we're doing.
We already told out.
Yeah, we told the other guy.
Howell? Was it Howell?
Huh?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
What's going on? I think he kind of knows what we're doing anyway, so
So,
nothing to fear.
how long have you worked for the sheriff's department?
I've been here a little while.
More than 1 year?
Been here a little while.
More than 2 years?
A little while.
Why do you work for Wise County? Wouldn't you make more money like in Tarrant County? But there'd be crime over there.
No, he told us to step over here because he didn't want us to get hit, and then he said he's going to go talk to the ladies. And
Do they falsify reports here like they do over there? Do you falsify police reports to get people in trouble?
Who's that?
Like the county? Do they falsify the reports they make to get?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do they have a?
sir, will you cooperate with our investigations? Not being so evasive. Cooperate with us, sir.
Do you get a lot of convictions?
Falsified police reports.
Is there a lot of convictions that you guys get here? Like, I mean, to get convictions, it's easier if you just falsify the report. Have you had anybody dying in jail? Anybody dying in jail? Anybody dying in the jail? No. Any murders here? No. No murders?
Man, you know what? There's only one person in this entire city that I think's okay with cameras. That guy lied. Wait, there's all these people over here looking out the window like they ain't never seen a camera.
Have they ever fired anybody for doing drugs on the police force? Do you guys take stuff out of the evidence room and sell it at the pawn shop?
Ask him what his salary is.
Yeah, how much you make? Do you make good money? Do you get overtime? Do you guys have any federal grants that you're making extra money on? When do you guys go out to 287 and do, like, you know, sting operations to get all the drugs coming through on the drug war, you know?
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Me didn't ask
Drug
all
quarter.
these tough questions.
There's another
You're
one
asking
there.
him all
Look
the
behind
tough
you. There's
questions,
another
not
one.
Al.
There's another one.
Is this the sheriff?
How often do you guys do that sting operation up on 287?
Man, 3 cops for 2 cameras. That is insane.
How many people get fired from the sheriff's department every year? Do you have any women working for y'all? How come you don't have any black people on your police force? Are there no black people here? How come he's not dressed like everybody else? Why is he wearing that uniform?
He was at home.
Is he SWAT?
He was at home.
Is he SWAT? Is that why? How come you're so short and he's so tall? Why do you have gloves? It's not that cold out. What's the gloves for?
Just go ahead and
What's the
cooperate
average?
with her
Do you
investigation.
have homeless
Answer
people
her
here?
questions.
Do you have any homeless people here? Any homeless people? No. Any assaults? Do you guys have a program where you take people's stuff and sell it, asset forfeiture? How's the asset forfeiture program doing this year? Have you ever stolen someone's car for asset forfeiture? What's the largest amount of money that you guys took from somebody for an asset forfeiture? Were they foreigner people? Were they blacks? Do you target blacks to stop them on the highway?
You got any more questions? Good Lord.
There's no blacks working for here.
Shut up! Shut the freak up!
I don't even know.
When's the last time they gave you all a raise? Did they ever give you a raise?
Oh, hey, he works for the ISD. He's not even the
Uh-huh.
sheriff's department. He
That's
works
right.
for the school police.
How often do they give you all raises? What do they start you at? Have you ever shot anybody? Where'd you go to school to be a cop? How many people have you beat up while they're in handcuffs? Do you beat your wife like everybody else? Do you kick your dog? How many people did you arrest today? Who arrests more people? Who's the guy with the most arrests? Where do you take them to jail at if you don't have a jail here? Do you guys ever take them out to a field and just bury them? To cover up the Notorious acts and just say they're missing? Do they have any human trafficking here? What about goats? Do people buy goats to like have like animal bestiality with them?
Okay.
Is that what those goats are for sale for?
You're killing me with these questions. You're killing me.
How many uniforms do we pay for you? How come you guys just don't go work somewhere where you can make some real money?
Oh, wow. The lack of self-awareness here is... Mwah!
Do you guys get any grants from the federal government for extra stuff, extra money, extra equipment? When you bust somebody for drugs, do you keep half to plant on other people? Like if you bust somebody with 10 pounds of weed, will you keep 5 to be planting on other people?
Did you guys walk here?
Do you have any things missing out of the inventory room or whatever? What is it called? Property room. Do you have stuff missing out of the property room?
You're being evasive, sir, not answering her questions, but you want to ask us.
Have you ever searched a car and kept the $100 you found in the console? Have you ever kept the $100 you found in the console of the car? How many drug busts do you have every year? Is there any murders here? Any murders? Any kidnappings? Any human trafficking? No.
Hey, Hal, am I still being detained?
Are we still?
My investigation's done.
Oh,
Say that a little louder. You said I was detained, right?
You're being detained until my investigation.
What's you can't detain? You know what? What's the crime? Tell me. You have to tell me the crime. You can't detain me without a crime. You have to have a crime in order to detain me.
You know, if he had a crime, you'd be under arrest. So, what are you trying to say?
What's your reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime that I've committed a crime?
It's not a crime.
What crime are you investigating? You can't detain me without a
He
crime.
admitted that.
Can't detain me without a crime. So what crime do you think we've committed?
So my next question.
Let's
Lindsay,
investigate the sheriff's
is
department.
Have you ever had a 1983 civil lawsuit?
Ooh.
Have you ever been in front of a deposition on a 1983 federal lawsuit?
Do you cover for other officers that are making
He's
mistakes?
definitely covering one now because
Yeah.
that guy just made a
Yeah.
bad mistake.
You have to have a crime. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion
This
of a
is an
crime for
unlawful
detainment.
detainment.
It is.
I told this lady what I was doing. She was being evasive and called. He asked us if we were, First Amendment right on the. That's what he said. Then he detained me. How do you take a First Amendment protected right
and turn it into a crime?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
that's going to be on
that's
the
it.
depositions of Lindsay and Hal.
Yeah, that's going to be a good question. That's a good question.
I think I'm going to need the sheriff.
How do you change a constitutionally protected activity into a crime and detain somebody for it?
See, that's why I didn't want to come on the property. He told me to come over here. The lights being on, I figured he probably.
You got it on camera though.
Detained. I got it all on camera.
How many people at the sheriff's department were fired this year? Is your jail filled to capacity with homeless people? Do you arrest homeless people for trespassing? How come there's no homeless shelters here? Why are there no black people living in this county? Why is it so windy here?
All right.
So how many people work for the police? So how many people work for the county? How many guys are working in the sheriff's department? How many black people do you have on your sheriff's department? Do you have any Mexicans working there? What about Hawaiians? Do you have any Hawaiians? How many females have jobs there? How many people do you detain illegally every single day? When's the last time you illegally detained somebody? Oh, a minute ago. A minute ago.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I'm about to explain all that.
Okay, because
You should have explained it when you said I was detained.
you have to have
'Cause you are now
reasonable,
live on
articulable
YouTube.
suspicion of a
That's
crime.
not good, buddy.
That's perfect.
On YouTube, you have
No
a channel?
reasonable, articulable suspicion.
If you want to stop, I'll explain it to you. If you want to stop first.
So are you going to violate my right to come and shut up?
You want me to explain? So do you want me to explain? Perfect. All right. So I'm Deputy Hal, work for the Wise County Sheriff's Office. All right.
Yeah.
My badge number is 6143. Okay. The reason you're being detained under reasonable suspicion
Of
right,
a crime. Which crime?
you would just stop.
Need a specific crime, sir.
I'm about to explain that.
Okay, what's the crime?
You're casing a bank.
What
That's
is
not a crime.
casing?
That's
You're
what
filming
statute?
a bank, date, time, and managers.
On easement.
What state is that? What statute is that?
Oh my gosh! If y'all would just stop and let me
Have you ever
finish,
heard of CNN, Fox
then
News?
you can. That's
Would
fine.
Would you sit there and actually suspect them of committing a crime?
Bitch, shut the up. Look, if CNN or Fox News were there, they wouldn't just be sitting there playing grab ass in the parking lot. They'd actually try to get down to business and interview somebody.
They were out filming a location?
When you were casing a bank, right?
You
Filming
keep
it.
calling a case and I'm filming. You asked if it was
fine.
the First Amendment
You're
thing.
filming.
Okay.
You asked about the First
No,
Amendment up front.
let
You
him
made a
finish.
mistake,
Listen,
Al.
you're peaceful at first. Why are you being like this
Because
now?
you just unlawfully detained me, and now you are
I can
live
detain you.
stream.
I can detain you on reasonable suspicion.
Of a crime.
A specific crime, and casing is not a crime.
Okay. Do you know what reasonable suspicion is?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Okay, then what is
Terry v.
reasonable
Ohio,
suspicion?
1968. You obviously didn't
That's
learn
not
anything.
Terry.
Terry v. Ohio.
That's a Terry frisk.
Reasonable, articulable suspicion.
Boy, the more this guy opens his mouth, the more I'm amazed that he makes it home every night without chasing a butterfly off a cliff. Terry v. Ohio was about a stop and frisk. You ain't getting frisked, you dumbass.
Right.
Of a
bank.
crime. That's a building, sir. Just because it happens to be a bank, I haven't been on their property.
You
I've gone inside.
You can't turn a constitutionally protected
There you go.
activity into a crime.
Sorry to jump back in so quick, but nowhere in the Constitution does it say anything about filming and about banks.
Okay? You are free to go. Okay? You're free to go at any point. Just don't go on their property or you can get trespassed.
You have to
You
have,
told me to go right there on
No,
that property.
and I told you to.
in the
And that's
future,
fine,
you
and
have
that's
to,
fine.
in order to take,
I just wanted y'all over there because I don't want y'all to get hit by
but
traffic.
in the future, you need to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a
And that's
crime.
what it is.
Of a crime.
It's not that it is happening.
Now, if I was
right?
breaking into
It
cars,
is that
that'd be crime.
it will happen, is happening, or has already happened in the past.
What
Okay,
articulable
so that is
facts
what
do you
reasonable
have?
suspicion is.
No, reasonable, articulable. You have to have some sort of facts.
A fact to
That
articulate
you're
and put
filming-
down.
that you're filming a bank, right?
Filming everything
and the
I see.
times and the places of people
And it's
coming in.
not
That is
after,
enough for
and it's
reasonable
not after
suspicion.
hours, sir. So time, place, and manner restrictions, and you don't know your laws.
Okay.
You have to have a
Where do you go to
crime.
the academy?
I do know the laws, okay? And so you are free to go.
Where are you
Do not
going
go
to
back
go?
on their
We're free
property.
to go because there's no
Where do you
crime.
go to the academy?
Okay. Y'all have a nice day.
Where do you go to the
Bye.
academy?
I don't know about you, but listening to those two ramble on has just given me a serious case of tired head. Hope you made it out better than I did. Well, I can tell by that sundial it's time to say goodnight. A little beans in the fire. A little Brandy Alexander on ice. And as always, cuddle up with a clean shirt and a dirty woman. Anyway, good night. I bid you adieu.